Every day, millions of people eat beef or steak, but what is it actually doing inside your body? The difference between a healthy body and a diseased one could be sitting right there on your dinner plate. From the very first bite, a complex chain reaction begins deep inside your organs, and it never stops. Eating beef once in a while is very different from eating it every single day. Here is what daily consumption actually does. Inside your body, your stomach, intestines, liver, heart, and kidneys are all working overtime to deal with that steak. Digestion begins in your mouth. Your teeth shred the tough protein fibers of beef, and saliva begins the breakdown process. Once chewed, the meat forms a ball called a bolus, which your throat muscles push downward while your airway seals shut.
The esophagus uses wave-like muscle contractions called peristalsis to push the meat down toward your stomach.
Inside the esophagus, muscular rings squeeze in sequence, a biological conveyor belt delivering beef directly to your stomach. The moment beef hits your stomach, it triggers an immediate release of hydrochloric acid, one of the most corrosive substances your body produces. Your stomach lining releases pepsin and acid that begin unraveling the dense protein structure of the beef at a molecular level. For up to 4 hours, your stomach churns the beef into a thick acidic liquid called chyme, breaking down proteins strand by strand. When the stomach is ready, the pyloric valve opens and releases the digested beef mixture into your small intestine in controlled bursts. Your pancreas and gallbladder immediately respond, flooding the small intestine with powerful digestive enzymes and bile to break down the beef fat. The pancreas releases lipase to attack the beef fat, protease to finish destroying the protein, and amylase to handle any remaining carbohydrates. Inside the small intestine, millions of tiny finger-like structures called villi grab the nutrients from your digested beef and pull them directly into your bloodstream.
Amino acids from the beef protein enter your blood capillaries directly, while the fat molecules take a separate route through your lymphatic system. But eating beef every day begins to inflame the intestinal lining, damaging the very structures responsible for absorbing your nutrients.
The beef protein, now broken into individual amino acids, floods your bloodstream and travels to every organ that needs repair or fuel. All absorbed nutrients from the beef travel through the portal vein directly to your liver, your body's main chemical processing plant. The saturated fat from your steak is packaged into fat droplets that bypass the liver initially, entering your lymphatic system and then your blood. Over the course of several hours, your small intestine extracts everything it can from the beef, then sends the waste onward to the colon. Your liver is the first organ to receive the full force of everything in that steak. Protein, fat, iron, and toxins all arrive here simultaneously.
Inside the liver, hundreds of billions of cells process the beef nutrients simultaneously, sorting what the body needs and neutralizing what it doesn't.
When you eat more protein than your body needs, which happens with daily beef, the liver works overtime to convert the excess into either energy or waste products.
The saturated fat in beef directly triggers fat accumulation inside your liver cells, a condition called fatty liver disease, which now affects over 1 billion people worldwide.
Every gram of saturated fat from your steak signals your liver to produce more LDL cholesterol, the type that builds up dangerously inside your arteries. Breaking down all that beef protein generates large amounts of toxic ammonia, which your liver must urgently convert into urea before it damages your brain. Daily beef overloads the liver's immune cells, triggering chronic inflammation that slowly destroys healthy liver tissue from the inside out. Over years of excess, the liver can develop cirrhosis, permanent scarring that no medication can reverse, and that can ultimately lead to complete liver failure. Now we reach the organ most threatened by daily beef consumption, your heart. And the damage begins long before you feel any symptoms.
A healthy artery looks like this: wide open, smooth walls, and blood flowing freely with every heartbeat. Now watch what beef fat does to it. The excess LDL cholesterol produced by beef fat burrows into your artery walls, where immune cells try to consume it, but instead become trapped and die there. Over months and years of daily beef, the plaque grows larger, narrows the artery, and forces your heart to work harder with every single beat. At this stage, the artery is more than 70% blocked. Blood flow to the heart muscle is critically reduced. A heart attack is now imminent. Then, without warning, the plaque ruptures. Within seconds, a blood clot forms and completely blocks the artery. This is a heart attack. With the blood supply cut off, heart muscle cells begin dying within minutes, and dead heart muscle never grows back. At the cellular level, the heart muscle cells swell, burst, and release distress signals that trigger a massive inflammatory response in the heart tissue. The stiffened arteries cause high blood pressure, forcing your heart to pump against resistance year after year, gradually enlarging and weakening it. This is the cardiovascular system of someone who has eaten beef every day for years. A heart under siege from all directions.
Now we move to one of the most alarming consequences of daily beef: its direct and proven link to colorectal cancer, the third most common cancer in the world.
A healthy colon looks like this: smooth walls and a thriving ecosystem of trillions of beneficial bacteria that protect you from disease every single day. The heme iron in red meat is highly reactive inside the colon, generating free radicals that directly attack and break the DNA inside your colon cells. Beef also generates carcinogenic compounds called N-nitroso compounds inside the colon, chemicals that permanently alter your DNA and initiate cancer formation.
The DNA damage accumulates, and cells begin multiplying out of control, forming polyps on the colon wall that are the direct precursors to cancer. Left undetected, these polyps become full colorectal tumors, growing their own blood supply and spreading to nearby lymph nodes and organs.
Your kidneys bear a heavy burden when you eat beef every day, forced to filter an enormous excess of protein waste, acid, and uric acid from your blood.
Each kidney contains over 1 million microscopic filtration units called nephrons, and daily beef pushes every single one of them to their limit. The excess protein from daily beef forces the kidney's filtration units into a state of hyperfiltration, progressively scarring and destroying them over time. The high purine content in beef is converted to uric acid, which crystallizes inside your kidneys and joints, causing kidney stones and gout. Kidney stones formed from excess beef consumption can cause excruciating pain, and repeated stone formation permanently scars the kidney tissue. Chronic kidney disease from years of excess protein is largely irreversible, and in severe cases leads to complete kidney failure, requiring dialysis or transplant.
The solution is not to eliminate beef entirely. It is to reduce portions, increase plant foods, and make smarter choices about how you prepare it.
Eating high-fiber vegetables alongside beef creates a protective shield inside your colon, binding to cancer-causing compounds before they can reach your cells. Replacing saturated fat with omega-3 rich foods like fish, walnuts, and flaxseed actively reduces artery inflammation and begins reversing plaque buildup. How you cook your beef matters enormously. Grilling at high heat creates carcinogens on the surface. Baking or slow cooking dramatically reduces this risk. Adding more plant-based foods alongside reduced beef dramatically restores your gut microbiome diversity, one of the most powerful predictors of long-term health.
The liver is one of the few organs that can regenerate. With dietary changes, fatty liver disease can reverse within weeks, giving your body a genuine second chance.
The choice is visible inside your body. Every meal is either building your health or quietly dismantling it, and beef every day tips the scale in the wrong direction.
Your body is extraordinary. It fights for you every single day. The least you can do is fight for it too.
Subscribe for more anatomy deep dives.
Let me know in the comments section what food you would like me to talk about and what part of the body you would like to learn more about. Please don't forget to support me by subscribing to this channel.